Hello everybody and welcome back to Fish here on the channel. We are going to actually have some goals for this video given to us by a commenter, user Dark741. Recommends that I buy the carbon rod, then the rowboat, and then the steady rod. That way we just have some goals to work with and I don't just feel like I'm fishing aimlessly forever, which I mean, we're already doing on Dredge, so wouldn't be the first time, but it's nice to at least have something in my head that I know I can work towards. And if you guys are enjoying Fish on the channel, hit the like button and the subscribe button. So we have to make a lot of money. And I think I'm just going to start casting here. And in all honesty, we only have $400, so we're going to be here for a while. Probably will make this like a 20-minute video to get some actual progress in the game done. I don't know why this fish is very powerful. And caught. We caught a trout. I guess that kind of explains it. It's actually a fish that I know the name of. What is over here? Why does it look like this tree has barnacles? I want to like get to a place where I'm not... Is this a place that I can fish? I'm going to fish here. I mean, they're letting me, so maybe I'll actually get something good. Oh, yep, there are fish in here. I think I'll try to catch a couple fish in here, and if the fish sizes are pathetic, then we'll just stop. They are not. I am now a skilled fisher. Then he also said that I should go to Grand Reef after I'm done here, and there's a whirlpool to fish in. So that'll probably be my goal for the immediate future on this game. Largemouth bass. Got another perfect cast. I'm not entirely sure how much money I should expect from these fish that I have, but I am hoping to get to the 2,000 amount shortly. I know in Dredge I feel like I make a ton of money very quickly. Silver bream, another new catch. I don't know if the titles do anything. Probably should look into that, but I don't even know would that be in the beastery or like in the equipment bag. This fish seems pretty simple. Oh, just a normal bream. Another perfect cast. If I was to take a guess, that red snapper is going to be worth some good money. Trying to think of where I would even equip a title. Let's go back to the left, back to the right. Regular bream again, but this one's actually a larger weight. Probably should also... I think I already have crab cages. You go sell my fish to the merchant. How can I help you? I'd like to sell my inventory. $467, yeah, so we're making some good money actually. Where is my equipment? Oh, I thought that's what that button was, but I guess I'll just do it that way. I guess I don't have a cage for the crab. I swear I had one before. Maybe I just left it in the water and I never picked it up. It really wasn't doing anything where I put it. I think that was the video when the bacon just came flying through and smashed into it. 29 straight fish catch. That's pretty impressive considering how terrible I am at QuickTime events. Luckily there isn't one for keeping the fish actually in the bar, because I'd be terrible at that. I caught a goldfish! I love how that gave me more than the trout did. Actually, that was a green fish. So I think that's the first uncommon, I'd have to imagine is what it is, that I've ever caught in this game. Besides maybe the box. I did catch that one box. Ooh, a carp. Another green catch. Am I actually getting better at this game finally? Impossible. I can't possibly be good at fishing. I literally don't like water due to games. You see, I played Shadow of the Colossus and Peter Jackson's King Kong for the PlayStation 2. And in Shadow of the Colossus, there is a giant underwater, well, I guess the equivalent would be underwater snake. Looks like a serpent. That's not even the one that was the problem. I was already, like, afraid of snakes when I was younger, and then that sand snake that you have to turn around while you're riding on horseback and hit the snake in the eyes for it to actually be able to be dealt damage. Then Peter Jackson's King Kong. I don't know if I've told the story before, but there are just these, oh, they almost look like centipedes? Like armored centipedes that, go onto their, like, I'm trying to think of how to word it because it's a centipede, so it's not like they have their legs. But, okay, this fish is a problem, I need to think. This fish is a real problem. That was a carp? Yeah, okay. But they like go back to make themselves as big as possible, and then they just start hitting you with the cobra sound, the whoosh, and then launch themselves at you. Yeah. Really, oh, I don't know why that was a different color than the red, but I need to make sure that I catch this. Other way now. You found an ancient thread. Receive title The Hunter. You just caught a whiptail catfish. Receive title Novice Explorer. Oh, I just got a lot of stuff, and I don't even know what I did. Okay, here are the titles. I guess I can put down Hunter. That's cool. The Noob Hunter. Let me go sell my inventory and see if I actually made some decent money this time. I'd like to sell my inventory. $277. That was definitely less than I got the last time, but I also had less fish. Also, I'm not even kidding, that noise literally started up the second I walked back into this room. It's starting to feel very targeted. And there we go. It's more of just our luck, I know that, but it's just the thing of, you can't make this stuff up. Glossy largemouth bass. That kind of looks like a whale, but whatever. Continue catching. I'm probably going to go for the carbon rod, and then we'll catch a couple to get like to 1,500 or something and call it a video. That way next video we should be able to get the carbon rod. Very soon these videos are going to probably start being longer, so I just don't really have the time right now. Ooh, a pike. I just don't really have the time right now to do longer videos, because especially by the time this video comes out, we'll probably have a schedule in the community post area. Oh, I caught a box. I love boxes. They give me, like, bait that I don't use. Common crate. Let's open it. New fish unboxed. I unboxed a trout? What? I don't know what that means, but back I go. Or was it the white bass? Because I know I caught the pike before that box. Why does... I'm just now looking at the area where I'm catching the fish. Why does it look like the fish is trying to discover its hidden power level? Largemouth bass. Let's catch the next one. It's nice to just have an area where I don't have to worry about people's boats just flying at me and stuff. Well, somebody is speeding up the clock again. Over to the left. I caught a bream. Another perfect cast. Should be getting close to the $2,000 for the carbon rod. And to the left. Just stay there. Oh, it is now pouring on my head. Today is a new day. I caught driftwood. Might be a new day on this calendar, but it's definitely not in my luck. A meteor has struck the ancient isle. Okay, well, that's probably a problem for the people on the ancient isle. Definitely not for me. Let's shake. We got another catch on the, or another hook. Let's go left, go back to the right, go back to the left. And I caught an electric eel. Okay. These are some actual good catches. I'm just wondering, if every single fish in the entire world is inside of this pond, why do I have to buy a boat? We'll shake that. Go catch the next fish. All the way to the left. Morning has arrived. We caught a carp. A big carp. It was the biggest carp I've ever caught. Okay, so the OBS cut out again in the middle of the video, so I have no audio for the rest of this part, so this is being recorded a day later. Just gonna basically walk through what was going on in this part of the video. Right now, I believe I am catching more fish to save up for the, I want to say the fast rod, or no, the copper rod? And then I have to catch roughly around $1,500 to be on track to get the steady rod next, is what I set for the goals for this video. I really don't know why OBS keeps doing that. I also don't know why people keep changing the day and night cycle of this game so much. I think I was mentioning that in the video. Let me know in the comments. I imagine monstrosities come out more often at night than they do during the day. But especially when they're in the middle of the night and then they just immediately go to the next day, is there a certain day in this game where fish are just amazing? I mean, see, they went through and into, oh, the moonlit mirage. No, because then they use it again. I really don't know. This little pond, though, was actually a major fishing point for me because my biggest problem when I was trying to fish in front of the island was that people kept ramming their boats into the side of the island, and I wasn't able to, well, I don't know what happens when you click on boats in this game. Sometimes when you click on boats in other games, I know there are, like, options that pop up, and I didn't want to be in the middle of catching a fish and lose my fish catching streak because I interacted with a boat of somebody who just randomly was going by the island. And so this was a great place just to be able to focus on fish. I think I ended up catching around like $3,500 in fish from this little pond. And when I don't have any plans to buy a boat right now, I might as well. I really don't know if I should be using bait. I don't know if it is incredibly helpful or if it will change the fish or if I really shouldn't use it unless I'm in a boat and on a different part of the game. I don't want to waste bait trying to catch like worthless fish. Let me see what this one is. Which rod is that? I could barely read it. Is that the, oh, carbon rod. Okay. It's not copper rod, it's carbon rod. So what happens when you play too many games that are just, they either have like common, uncommon, epic, rare, or no, rare, epic, legendary, mythic. Then you have like Rainbow Six Siege with copper, bronze, silver, gold, emerald, diamond, platinum. Platinum, diamond, champion, just too many tiers. There used to be a time, I think, in gaming history where they just had tiers as just numbers. Not very original, but you knew if somebody was a tier 1, they were amazing. If somebody was like a tier 10, they were pathetic. And then sometimes it was the other way around, but at least then you could know if they were a tier 5, they were average. But we got the carbon rod. I don't think I noticed a major change in the weights of the fish I was catching. I think the major change I noticed was the type of fish we were catching. Not then. I remember catching a couple of blighted fish, and I don't think they were in the middle of a what are those? The mutation events or whatever they're called. So let me know in the comments. I have to imagine blighted fish should be more expensive, but there's also a possibility that because they're like diseased fish, they won't be as expensive. Also got expert angler, which did actually give me a badge. So that actually did help get closer to completing the game. I really don't know how to define this as being completed. I was making a joke about the fact that I'm running around as an oxymoron. I'm an expert angler named Completing Noob, which just the name Completing Noob in and of itself is an oxymoron, so I am an oxymoron squared. Probably the only thing you can call me, because I'm playing dredge and fish at the same time, is probably an angler. But I've never fished in real life, so it's actually hilarious. I just exist as a noob enigma. But what was I talking about before that? The blighted fish, I could see where it would be more expensive. I could also see where it would be like way less expensive, almost like a rot in dredge. You can sell fish when they're fresh. You can also sell them when they're stale. If you leave them in your boat for too long, they actually just full on rot. And I can see where a blighted fish might be more of like a aberration or an anomaly in dredge, but I could also see where they just flat out wouldn't want to buy any of them because, I mean, if it's blighted, what's stopping it from blighting everything else? Also, have this whiptail catfish in my inventory. I have no idea how to sell it, where to sell it, what it even is. It's like the magic thread in the inventory. I don't know what it does, or the ancient thread. Got that too. I thought it would be in my equipment, but it's down in my, like, inventory. And I, again, don't want to waste good items on goldfish, which I'm catching randomly. But at the same token, if I can use it permanently, it's funny how I just said goldfish. I didn't remember what fish I caught next, but I got it. If it is an item that I can equip permanently, I obviously wouldn't mind using it now. It's more of I don't want to use something that's got limited uses to catch trout and pike. When at some point I'll probably be catching like swordfish or sharks or whales or something. Again, I really don't know where these games are going. There are, oh geez, like hundreds of fishing games, thousands probably of fishing games at this point. You have the more traditional fishing games where you just catch like bass and trout and salmon, and then you have dredge where you're like, oh, you caught a salmon? Okay, who cares? Like, tell me when it's something that has 5 heads. I don't know where this game ranks in the bunch. I do know that there are mythical beasts in the game, so I have to imagine it's probably closer to the dredge level. And I just don't know. I think I'd fit the bill of a completing noob if I bought or if I brought in a like goldfish and I used a magic thread to catch it. But that doesn't mean I want to. Oh, see, there's a blighted goldfish. So, is that more expensive or less expensive than, say, and there's also, it looks to be tiers for the fish. Like, I have the pike that's a purple tier, but then I have the trout, which is blue. I think the regular goldfish is common, so that would tell me then that the blighted goldfish is more expensive. I don't know. This is, I don't really know a lot, another magic thread. I don't really know a lot about this game. One of the things about Fish that is quite different than the rest of the games I've played on Roblox so far on the channel is that I don't really see an ending to it. Most tycoons, simulators, horror games, you can kind of just like have to buy everything, right? Maybe you get to the final world, defeat the final boss if it's a simulator. For horror games, you just complete the story. Maybe there's some extra achievements for losing a certain way or winning a certain amount of times or winning a certain way. You can do that once you're done with the first playthrough. But Fisch, like, I also don't know who this is. They just walked over. Looked completely obnoxiously overpowered with their fishing equipment, and yet they're just here catching carp or what else is here? Goldfish. I don't know, but just that's kind of the thing with Fisch. If you guys have any advice on that, obviously not everybody plays games just to complete them. Um, if you want to just let me know in the comments what you think it should be for completion. Should I focus on getting a certain level? Like there's a fishing level. Should I focus on catching a certain fish? Getting to a certain amount of money? Getting to a certain island? Just getting all of the achievements? Just let me know. That way I have something to work on and focus on so that I do have an end goal in sight. People have been trying to give me like advice. I do appreciate you tremendously. Especially with games like this, and in the future when we play more games that are the older games that don't have achievements and trophies, getting feedback from the comments section is going to be very helpful, because some games, there really is no end to them. You can just play them over and over and over again, and if we do that, we can't bring new games onto the channel. So, huge appreciation to everybody who has helped so far on the channel with that. We did just surpass 500 subs recently. So, I have a whole video for that. Probably, I think that'll be no. It's a video that just came out a little while ago, I believe. But if you guys enjoyed Fisch, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I was also very accurate with my predictions of how much money I was going to make. I'm just nearly at $1,500. In the comments, let me know some other games you'd like to see on the channel. And I hope you all have an absolutely great day. And again, thank you so much for helping me get to 500 subscribers. Bye, everyone.